Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I want to talk to you about how to connect your Sony A7 III to your smartphone or your computer. It should work with other Sony cameras as well, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. Picture this, you're outside and you want to take a self-portrait. You've set up your camera on a tripod or maybe just on a rock, and now there's all the things you need to do to get the shot. First, set up a self-timer, then memorize the spot where you want to be in the frame, then press the shutter, and now run to this spot, relax, look like you're enjoying your time, the time of your life, and then go back swiftly to your camera, check the photos. Most usually you won't get the shot with the first trial, so it's just a lot of trial and error, and you'll start all over with the same process. Now imagine if you could have a preview on your phone that you can take with you, and that would make everything so much easier. And you can do the same with your computer. Just I wouldn't take my computer along for a hike to have the preview, but I've used that for my video about the aperture, the ISO and the shutter speed, where I had a recording of my camera screen. You don't get all the numbers around at the corners, but you can see how changing the settings affects your image. So now the question is how to make this connection between the devices and the camera. And first of all, we're going to look how to connect our Sony A7 III to our smartphone. First things first, you need to download the Imaging Edge mobile app from the App Store. Just open the App Store, search for it and download it. I've already downloaded it, so I can directly open it. If you've already tried to connect your camera to your phone and it didn't work properly, we'll reset the settings. Now grab your camera, go into the Sony menu to Network 2, Wi-Fi settings, and at the bottom there is an item that is called SSID/PV reset. Hit that one, and when you hit that, a message will pop up and the camera will ask you if you want to reset the SSID and the password for the smartphone connection. Just hit enter and then you're done resetting the settings on your camera. And now we'll switch over to the smartphone and do the same in the app if you've already had that one. In the Imaging Edge mobile app on the top right corner, you have the settings. Hit them, go to the camera list, and then you'll find the camera you've already tried to connect. Just swipe that camera with all the information to the left to delete it, and then you've resetted your Imaging Edge mobile app as well. And now we'll set up the new connection between the camera and the phone, and we'll go through that step by step. Now grab your camera, go into the Sony menu to Network 1, and the second lowest item in the list is Control with Smartphone. Hit that one, and on the next page that will pop up, you'll have top item that is Control with Smartphone. Hit that again and switch that on. And at the bottom you have Always Connected, and switch that on as well, and there will be a notification that will say if you have that on all the time, your battery life won't be that long like when you wouldn't have put that on. After that, in the middle there is an icon and the item that says connection. Hit that one, and when we've done that, then a QR code appears on the LCD screen of the camera. And now we switch back to our smartphone, open up the Imaging Edge mobile app, hit models other than above, just at the bottom. The models above aren't the Sony A7 III. And now I hit plus camera connection / registration. And now I can just scan the QR code. And after that, a notification will come up where you'll be asked if you want to join your camera. hit join, and then you're connected with your camera. So you have the preview, you can change all the settings, and yeah, it's very straightforward. Just one thing I want to let you know is the dial mode. So if you shoot manual, auto, you want to record a video, this you need to change on your camera. You can't do that on your smartphone because it's the dial mode that needs to be turned around. What else did I want to tell you? Ah yes, in the bottom left corner there is menu, and when you go in there you have more options like settings where you can choose from, and the one that I thought very useful and that I like are one's the self timer, and nearly the lowest item in this list are the grid lines, and I love them. I love to have my frame divided into 3 parts. And when you're done, hit the menu button on your camera just to disconnect the connection and everything. You can close the app, and after that I would recommend to turn off the control with smartphone settings, we switched both on before. You can leave them on if you'd like to, but I would rather switch them off. And now let's move on to the next connection I want to talk to you about. Oh wow, I'm sitting very crunched here. The next connection I want to talk to you about is the send to smartphone, and you've probably already have had the situation that you had a great photo in your camera and we're like, oh, I'd like to have this just on my phone so I could just send it a friend now or post it on Instagram. Just quickly, only this photo, not all of them. And then you don't want to be like, oh, okay, let's go home to my computer, throw all the stuff on my computer, sort all the things out, and so on and so on. It's taking ages. And when you're just outside, for example, and just want to have this one photo with this function, send to smartphone, you'll get that one photo from your camera to your smartphone, and you're great. Okay, so let's have a closer look on how to do it. For the send to smartphone connection, we need to go again into the Sony menu, and the send to smartphone connection is the top, the very top of the list in the network one chapter. And hit that, and after that you'll be able to choose if you want to select the photos on your smartphone or on your camera. So first, if you want to choose them on your smartphone, make sure that you have the Imaging Edge mobile app running in the foreground on your smartphone, and then the camera will show very quickly a QR code, and after that the screen will turn black and there will be written sharing ... back to the phone. You'll have the possibility to press start, and when you've done that you're pretty much connected, but there will be a notification about file formats. The most important one, in my opinion, is if you want to send a photo from your camera to your smartphone, you need to shoot also JPEG. Only JPEG or RAW JPEG, but there needs to be a JPEG on the camera so that it can be sent to your smartphone. If you have only RAW, you won't be able to send anything to your smartphone. Just keep that in mind. And the other information, just read it through for yourself and then hit OK. Now different folders will appear on your phone screen, and these folders are sorted by the date in which you took the photos. And now you can go in these folders, choose the photos that you want to copy to your smartphone, select them, and then hit the transmit icon at the bottom of your screen, and so they'll get copied to your phone. And you can change the file size as well. At the top right corner there are the settings, and there you can change the file size from original file size to 2 megabytes. When you choose the option to select the photos on your camera, you have one option to send the photo that is selected, so the one in the preview where you stopped, and another option is to select the photos on your camera, so then you can just go through the photos and check them, and one that you want to copy to your smartphone. And the last one is with all photos with this date.